Attention, attraction, affection, attachment, affairs, addiction. These are the stages of emotional connection. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to yet again another episode of your favorite podcast, The Journey Called Love. My name is Damilola Daisy, and it's so beautiful to have you here. If you have not listened to the first episode, run along, make sure that you listen and you enjoy, of course. Today we are starting a series. Actually, I was thinking I'll be able to put it together in one episode, but it's very impossible, right? So I am going to be explaining the stages of emotional connection. I'll try to put it 2 per episode. If you listen correctly when I started, I mentioned attention, attraction, affection, attachment, affairs, and addiction, right? These are the 6 major stages of emotional connection. And I am doing this because, sometimes during the last week, I got a question from a friend. We're actually just discussing around it, and it was asking what's the difference between affection and attraction, because I was actually trying to help him understand that if you're attracted to somebody, does not mean you love the person, right? Attraction is just step 1. It's not love at all, right? So I was explaining to him, and it just crossed my mind to actually share, on a larger space to a larger audience, because we all need that clarity, and I feel like so many of us have actually been forced, let me not say forced, maybe it was not forced, but so many of us have actually been pressured into starting a relationship because we think that the attraction we feel is love. And we start a relationship with all of the wrong reasons, and at the end of the day we find out that we don't really like this person, right? So this is why I'm going to be doing this, clarifying. Alright, like I said before, today I'm going to be focusing on attention to attraction. Yes, there are stages, right? So it means that the first one, you could actually graduate from the first one to the second, to the third, to the fourth, to the fifth, or to the sixth, depending on you and the person in the picture, depending on you majorly, because it's in your hands to either decide to stop or continue. Yes. So first of all, I'm going to define what does it mean. Attention. When they say everybody stand attention, it's like they are calling your attention to something. Attention, everybody. It's like they're calling your attention. So basically, when we say attention as an emotional connection, it's just when somebody catches your attention. I like to use the word catch your fancy. Yes, I like to use that word. You say, I met this guy. No, I saw this guy yesterday. This guy caught my fancy. Not like I saw him and I'm drooling or I'm smitten or anything like that. But I just saw him and I don't know. He just caught my attention, and somehow my attention was on him. Maybe I went to an outing or a ceremony, and just this particular person just catches my attention, and I'm like, who is this person? So at that point, right, that is not attraction at all. It's just the person is catching your attention. For all you care, the person, you may not actually see that person again till forever. And if you decide to work on that particular attention, I don't want to call it a feeling because most times it's just really fickle, right? If you want to work on that particular attention that's been caught, right, you can now decide to maybe speak to the person. Now it is when you speak to that person that the attention that has been caught probably move to attraction or will just die there. Yes, it is possible that whatever you feel dies at the stage of attention. At the point when let me create a scenario. Have you ever met someone and you saw the person and you were like, wow, who is this beautiful creature? Well, this person is so beautiful. This guy is so good looking. And then maybe just around somebody speaks to them and then they get to speak and you hear their intonation, you hear their the way they say their words, and you're like, what? is it the same person? I won't lie, it happened to me a lot of time. I've seen that kind of scenario play out a lot of time in my life, right? You'd see the guy very, very good looking, so good look. When I say good looking, I mean good looking. And then he opens his mouth to talk. and the first thing you hear, you hear an intonation, maybe a local dialect. Now, this is not me criticizing or shaming somebody that has, or anybody that has intonations like that. I'm just saying, the expectation when you see a beautiful person is that everything about them be beautiful. Their speech, their language, their attitude, everything, right? So when you see a beautiful person and then the next thing you see is a flaw, somehow the attention that has been caught by that beauty will be dropped somehow. You just, in a way, just be like, is it this no, I beg, and you shift, right? So that's it actually, and that's why attention is really fickle. Like I said before, it is normal, it is healthy, it is appropriate when a good-looking guy asks your attention, even when he is someone you should not get close to or date. There's so many good-looking guys in this world that are not good, that are not good people, are not good for you, right? But it is normal really when I say it to my friends and to people around me that I like fine guys, right? I like guys that are good looking. Okay, so it is very normal for me to see a good looking guy and be like, wow, this guy is good looking. Although I really do not have the courage or time to now go walk up to him and be like, you look so good. Some people do that, but for me, I really don't. I don't do that, right? But it is really normal, and it is okay, right? It is really okay to see someone and the person catches your attention, as long as it doesn't move to affection or addiction, right? It is perfectly normal. There is no such thing as love at first sight. I know that we have been carrying the word around, love at first. I fell in love with her at first sight, bro. Calm down. Like I explained in the first episode, love is not like that, right? Love is not the feeling you have, really. Love is that decision you make to stick to that one person, right? So if you meet somebody at the first time and you feel, something in you, it is really attention at the first sight, not love. She just caught your attention. She has not taken your heart, okay? What you do about that particular attention that has been caught will determine whether the person will now take your heart away or not, right? Alright, so it is attention at first sight. Just in case someone makes that mistake beside you next time, be sure to correct the person. There is nothing like love at first sight. Please stop throwing the love word around. There's nothing like love at first sight. It's called attention at first sight, right? And love is a serious commitment, like we have always said. You make that commitment after you get to know somebody, whether through an extended investment of time and energy or through knowledge. I say that love blossoms on the wings of knowledge. It is when you know somebody, it's what you know about somebody that you get to love at the end of the day. Because so many people, you ask them, why do you love me? And then they don't have anything reasonable to say. My dear, I don't support that. Like, I feel like, there has to be yes, we understand that love should be how do they put that? What's that word? Unconditional, right? Yes, definitely. Love should be unconditional. But it doesn't mean that there will not be a reason why you love somebody. Yes. Definitely, the reason should not be something like beauty, their faith, or the height. Anything can happen to physical appearance, right? But there has to be a reason, whether because she's smart or because of the way she talks. There has to be really a reason why you decide to be with that one person. Maybe the way he or she completes you or something like that, right? So that is what love is. Love is a serious thing like that, and it comes after knowledge. It comes after you know the person. It is when you know that this girl is a smart girl that you're not like, wow, I love her because she's smart, right? If you don't know anything about her, you just end up saying, I love her because she's beautiful, because that's the only thing you know, that's the only thing you've seen. You see a girl and you say you love her, I wonder what I get to meet people like that, on the streets. You know how guys do. Apologies anyways, but you know what it is, right? On the street, they ask you, they call you whatever way they want to call you, maybe sister or auntie, or some of them even use this word, right? They call you, and the next thing you're hearing from them is I love you. And I wonder, what do you don't even know me. You don't know me, as in I could be a serial killer for all you care, right? It's just so wrong to throw the word around. What do you love about me? At the end of the day, you realize that what a person is actually saying is that I'm attracted to you, or your beauty is catching my attention, or you just caught my attention, right? So it is very wrong to, like I was saying, love grows on knowledge. It is when you know something about somebody that you can say, oh, I love this person because of this, or I love this about this person, right? So attention only becomes attraction after conversations. So the difference between attention and attraction is conversation, knowledge. So Attention only graduates to attraction when you get to know the person fully. Maybe not like totally, but when you get to know the person more, attention becomes attraction. So I'm going to play a scenario, just to analyze these two stages before I end this episode, right? But before I do that, I'm going to explain also what attraction means. Attraction is when you get to know someone enough to discover that you really like them. When you get to know, that, okay, they call something crush, like, right? So when I say I have a crush on somebody, it's probably because the person has caught my attention, and if I realize that it's taking, if I finally get to talk to the person, if I have a conversation with the person, I get to know the person more, you realize that particular thing you call crush begins to linger, and before you know it graduates to affection, really. So that's actually like the beginning. So you could call it crush, you could call it attraction. You understand? If somebody catches your attention, it becomes your crush because you've not spoken with him and you know one or two things about him. You get attracted to him. If you find out things about him that you like and you feel you can love this person, you move to affection. If you find out things on the other hand and you feel like, no, I can't deal with this, it just stops there. And that's why a lot of crush die. Sometimes what affects your crush, or what stops you from crushing on the person you are crushing on, is distance. Sometimes it's something that you found out. You probably found out that the person smokes, and you're like, no, I can't deal with a smoker. Definitely no. You find out that the person is a playboy, is promiscuous or whatever. That particular knowledge will just, dissuade you from continuing on the crush. Right? So attraction is that when you get to know somebody and you get to know them enough and to know that I like this person, I want to be with this person. It does not mean that you should date them or get close to them anyways. That's why I'm explaining these stages. So these things, because they happen in our daily life, it would be very wrong for us to ignore them. It's very wrong for us to ignore that we get attracted to people. It's very wrong for us to ignore or not talk about it, right? So that is why I'm talking about this now. But the fact that you are attracted to somebody does not now mean that you should go ahead and date the person. No, because this is not attraction like attention can wane, it can fade, it can end, right? It can end. You can be attracted to him and continue to guide your heart by not acting on that attraction. So you could decide to be attracted to somebody and still not date the person. I advise actually that in that stage of attraction, try friendship. I don't know, I am a very big advocate of friendship. I am very big on friendship, right? I feel like friendship just saves you stress. It saves you heartbreaks. Yes, you could get to that point where you now like the person so much and he finally has a girlfriend and you get hurt. But it's going to be really easier than when you are now in a relationship with a person and you find out that this person is cheating on you, or this person has a character that you cannot deal with. I feel like heartbreaks are worse when you're already in a relationship. But if it is with friendship, in a part of your mind that, okay, this is just friendship. So at that point when you're attracted to somebody, it does not now mean that you should go on and date the person, because it will not even make sense. Let me ask you, the amount of people you've gotten attracted to, okay, let's say just in this year, as just January, February, all the days we've used in this year, you know that there are some people that you've met, new people that you've met, that you've been attracted to. So do you want to tell me that you will now date all of the people you're attracted to? No, that definitely does not make sense, right? But what you can do is keep them as friends. Of course, it is normal, or it's the right thing to do to like your friends. I don't see why you should keep a friend that you don't like. In fact, it's not possible, right? So if you're attracted to somebody, instead of rushing up to say, oh, can you be my girlfriend? Or instead of rushing up to say yes if he asks you out, just let the person be your friend. Sometimes it's actually very stress-free to ask the "can you be my friend" question than to ask the "can you be my girlfriend" question. Yes, it is, because when you ask me "can you be my friend," I will just say yes, because I just feel okay, friendship. That does not require so much effort from me, right? So yes, you could just try friendship and just see how it goes, really. And yes, I understand that you want to say, no, shoot your shot, and somebody else can come to take her, blah blah blah. Yes, I understand all of that, but I would really advise that you just take it slow. Take it really slow, because you would be so surprised at how much or how fast attention will become attraction. And if you're not careful, instead of you to fall in love with that person, you would instead be obsessed. Because when you take attraction when you become so desperate to be in somebody's life, it's no longer love. Really, it's no longer love. It becomes obsession. It becomes, if I don't have you, no one else can. It becomes, if I don't have you, I will not be able to live. That is definitely not an healthy relationship, right? So once you're attracted to somebody, do friendship. I'm not saying do friendship to forever. You could even just do friendship for 1 month. You could even just do friendship for 3 months. I mean, it depends on you really and the other person. Who knows? You could be attracted to somebody and the person is not attracted to you. So you need friendship to either balance the attraction or quench it. Because if you are attracted to me, for example, and I don't like you back, and you say, okay, let's do friendship, and we do friendship for a while, and because normally friendship would reveal things to you. I mean, whether you are close friends or not, you guys should be able to discuss some things, ask questions, get to know each other. That's what friendship is, basically you getting to know each other. So at that point when we get to know each other and you realize that I don't still like the things that I've known about you, it's just normal to quench whatever attraction you feel. And that's why I say it's safer, because just let's imagine that you've asked me out and I've just said yes because this guy is pressuring me, there are instances like that, and we start a relationship. At the end of the day, we both get hurt unnecessarily because I don't like you so much, you like me so much, and then I come to the point where I feel like I can't do this anymore and I leave you. That's a whole lot of drama, right? So basically, attention is what moves to attraction, and when you're attracted to somebody, it's like you like the person. It's not yet love. When you're attracted to somebody, do friendship. Be friends with the person. Give yourself time to know the person more. Before you conclude, I love this girl, let me just ask her out. I need her to be my girlfriend. I love this guy, let him just ask me out. I can't wait to say yes. Calm down and do friendship. Friendship is a revealer. Trust me, it is. You do not know what. In fact, you're not ready for the shock that you probably get. Well, why would you do friendship? So, like I said, I was going to create a scenario, right? You meet a guy, tall, dark, and handsome, or maybe just the way you like it. He catches your attention, and you get attracted to him. Maybe, okay, for somebody like me, I could meet somebody, and if he's weird, it catch my attention. If you are weird, if I feel like you are not the same as others, you are different, you definitely stand out and catch my attention, right? And I can decide that, now that you've caught my attention, I want to, pursue this attention that you've got, and make sure that, I get attracted to you along the line. But it's important to calm down, like I said, and do friendship. So while you do friendship, you discover things about the other person, you get to know what you need to know, get to know enough to decide whether you want to love this person or not. Yes, and then you can go from there. So like I said before, this is just what we'll be covering in today's episode. So next episode, we're going to be talking about affection and attachment. You are going to understand how attraction spins off to affection and how it now becomes attachment. Actually, attachment is a very serious emotional connection, and it's not something that you should share with just anybody. So we'll be wrapping up here today. Thank you so much for listening. If you've not listened to the first episode, like I said before, please make sure you do listen. Like I said, it's a journey, so if you miss one part of it, you are missing the road, so that you will not get lost on the way, right? It's a journey, so follow us through on this journey. So come your way again in the next episode. Take care of yourself, stay loved, stay good, and stay beautiful. Bye guys.